Okay, so we're here at the landfill, and we're just showing up. I don't really know what I'm doing, what we're supposed to be doing. I just read on the group that we are gonna have an outreach here at the landfill, and I just showed up. Grabbed my camera, and this building right here, this orange and purple building you see right here. It's a church that was built here in the landfill. I don't know how long ago. And this right here with the yellow roof here, the metal yellow roof here, the rounded one, that one's another church built here in the landfill. It's called the Rock. So I think there's a church in America, in the States, that there's a church called the Rock. Well, that one's called the Rock, but that's the Rock in the landfill. So now we're gonna approach. As you guys can see, all the trash, the houses, how people live here, and these people are living, without hope. I always like to bring that up because we are the only hope they have. The only people that get there when there's nobody, it's us. And I'm not saying to brag, but to say that if we all did that, if we all just got together and do this, we make a difference. And there's missionaries all over the world that are missionaries and do this kind of work. So that's what we're here to do. Spread the word and reach out. That's what Jesus would like us to do. So we're just following his commands, his orders, and what he would like from us. So this other church is where we do services here. This blue church here. Okay, now the rest of the group just arrived. Now it's time to start packing up waters, and I found out we're gonna be giving out lunches. And this is my brother Frank, and Enrique is the one with the red hat. Frank is the one waving. Frank is a full-time missionary here with his wife, Deborah here, the one you see here. You can't hardly see her, but she's the one with the hat right here, the blonde. She's holding that's her right there, anyways. All right, so here we are now. We're walking. We got sandwiches in this bag in here, and then we got waters in my backpack back here. Somewhere back there, and we're gonna go to this guy and see if he needs prayer, or if first of all we're gonna offer some food, some sandwiches, and some water. Hopefully there's someone there. Buenas. Buenas. There's nobody here. Vámonos. As I moved on to the next house, I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know who I was gonna run into. So as I was walking, I was just thinking all kinds of stuff in my head. What am I gonna say to this person? What can I do to really help make a change in his life? you know so I just, first thing I did is I approached him and I just offered, do you want some water? And of course he gladly received it. We also brought some peanut butter and jelly sandwiches that we gave them, and he knelt down and just it was getting ready to put away the water that I gave him, and put his sandwiches away, because I believe he was expecting that I was gonna ask him to pray for him, and I think he was getting ready. So it looked like he was willing to receive it, to receive prayer, and he just looked like he knew he was gonna get prayer, and it just looked like he really wanted prayer. Believe it or not, people are in need. They need prayer. They need someone to comfort them. And prayer, when you pray for somebody, and especially if God gives you a word, you have the ability to make people feel what the power of God is, and it can flow through you. You can be that change in that person's life, just the way God uses us. And I believe that through the prayer that I did on this guy, I believe that he got changed, and he's gonna feel different. He's not probably. I'm not saying he's gonna, like just take off right now and go change his life around. But I don't know. He might. I don't know what's gonna happen to that guy, because I might never see him again. But next time I come, if he's still here, I'll see him. But yeah. So what I'm saying is that these people are open and willing to listen. But there's people that are not. I run into a lot of people also that um, are not willing to receive it, and this guy was obviously open. So as soon as I was done praying for the other person, the other guy, some other guy I ran into it, and I was walking towards another house to go pray, and I ran into Carlos, so I got to pray for him, and we gave him some sandwiches and water. I know it's important that they get sandwiches, something to eat, but they also need the Word of God. They need the prayer, they need healing, and it really helps them. Believe it or not, it plants that seed. And Carlos is not gonna be the same after him right now. Because someone came and prayed for him, and I don't know how long that's gonna last for him. I hope it lasts an eternity. But he might just walk away and forget about the whole thing. I don't know. But I did pray for protection over him where he's at, because where he's at, there's dangerous people too. So I pray for his lungs, because I know they breathe a lot of smog, from people burning copper, trying to make it. People burn copper because they go to they take it down and they sell it. As I kept on walking, I approached another house, which is one of the persons that I already know, that I met before. So I asked if he was the husband of Gloria, is the wife's name, and that right there, you can see right there, that's her husband. And I just walked up to him. I told my camera guy, come on, get closer so you can get a closer glimpse of this old man living in the landfill. It looks like his house. What I've known about this family that live in that trash is that their kids support them, which is a good thing. But this is where they have them. They're living in the landfill, and this is a government land. The army comes in here and searches this place, because they believe that people run away to hide, criminals to hide in this place. So you got the army that shows up. This is federal land. With that said, there's six groups. So we were divided into six groups, and Wes and Enrique in the Red Hat, they're in a group. So whatever I was doing, you got other six people, other five people, I'm sorry, doing this. So this was repeatedly done throughout the whole, the dumps, the landfill, and that's what makes this, strong, because you're not just one, you're splitting into six groups. Maybe later on be more groups. I don't know, but this wonderful woman here you see with the hat, she's our pastor. She's our pastor from our church, from the church. Jehovah is my pastor. So that's where we're, with the church we all go to, and worship and pray God. But with that said, she's got a wonderful, wonderful, powerful prayer. She's got a great testimony, and also she's very powerful in prayer, like I said. When she speaks with authority, and that's what makes demons tremble. It's the authority when you come in here, when you come approach somebody and you confront that, not that person, but she's confronting the demon, because that's not who the guy is. That something's taking over him. He's not who he wants to be. I'm sure that's not what he wants. You can see he received the prayer. And that's the brother right here in the red hat. That's her son. He also is like a pastor in our church. We believe he's got preaching in him, but that's up to God, to reveal or not. But yeah, so this is a wonderful family that we got to meet. We met them like almost 3 years ago, and I think they're being the best people and the best influence in my life, as far as life goes. And my respects go out to them. All these people that came here, 26 people came here, and these were just from Mexico. The only one from the States was the guy in the blue shirt right here with the hat. His name is Wes, right here, him in the blue, and he's been coming here for I believe like 24, 25 years now, and he's been a blessing to Mexico. He just told his testimony today in church, so I never got to hear it before, and it just rocked me, because I can relate to it in a lot of ways, and I'm gonna try to get a link for his testimony. Maybe I can post it on a link, and I'll direct you to it. It'll be probably right here on top if I do post it. Just look up the little pop-up note on top. And so that's all I really gotta say about them right now. And with that said, you guys, thank you so much for for being part of Mission Handy and for sticking with me.